Hey guys. So, like I mentioned last week, Kristen and I wanted to update you as to what we've discovered now. It's pretty troubling actually, and I'm really concerned as to what's going to be the fate of my future. So, as I mentioned, when we started we began this investigation into what was going on with my body. I had three neuromuscular specialists, renowned ones. One focused on genetics. We've done all the gene testing. Nothing's come back like MS or diabetes, so I'm in the clear there. He put me in touch with an ALS specialist, and we just 2 weeks ago have been able to rule that out for now. It's not definitive, but right now, and the reason why is that he's been following me over the last 8 months, and because I've been able to at least maintain some of my muscle, and I'm not in a wheelchair, then this is how they can rule that out. If I was to have ALS, the situation would have progressed far worse and much more quickly. So we're in the clear there. What's the troubling part is that 7 months ago, I did an MRI on my spine, and Kristen's going to read you what the report came back with from the medical examiner who looked at the MRI. I sat down with, on April 1st I did a post, March 31st I did a post. We sat down with the top neurosurgeon in the area, and this is what the MRI examiner said when he or she saw the MRI.
So it was initially reviewed, and the impression was multi-level, very severe degenerative changes of the cervical spine as described. For urgent neurosurgical consultation, giving the beginning of myelomalacia.
Myelomalacia. We had never known about that word until now. Myelomalacia is a softening of the spinal cord. What's happening is there's compression. The medical examiner who saw the MRI sees that there's compression on my spine, and what's happening is it's causing the spine to die in certain areas. This is an illness that progresses. It can lead to everything from loss of function to paralysis to even death. So we sat down with this neurosurgeon, and here's exactly what happened. We were in for our appointment. He was 2 hours late. When he did take us into the office, he didn't apologize. He literally sat us down in his office, went across the hall 10 feet, and carried on a conversation with another doctor about the previous night's baseball game, spring training. Kristen and I were beside ourselves, as I'm sure you can imagine. My life's falling apart, and this guy's more consumed about the baseball game, which didn't even matter. Anyways, he came back in, he loaded up the MRI image on his screen, and in less time than it takes to go through the drive-through, he completely dismissed it. He actually called it mild to moderate at best. When this examiner, who's a professional who does this for a living, looks at MRIs, said it was a very severe case, and I needed to seek neurosurgeon surgical consultation. So, 6 months later, I watched, and you have watched too, the videos, the push-ups. It was going up. I got to 5, I got to 10, I got to 15, I managed to get to 20, and then things just started to fall apart. The pain has just grown immense. I've lost more muscle, I've lost more weight. The pain has just been shooting up my spine, so when I cough and sneeze, it goes down from the top of my neck right down my spine into my legs. The carpal tunnel surgery that I had, the hydrodissection, it no longer works after 4 months. This was the last 1 to 2 years. So I have to go back for that. So what happened was last week we sat down with one of my other neuromuscular specialists. He focuses on nerves, and we're circling back to something could be happening with my spine. And I'm on Lyrica, which is a very strong medication. It's an anti-epileptic, but it's also a nerve blocker. I'm on anti-inflammatories. I've tried to go the natural route to combat all the pain and inflammation, but it's too severe now. It's impacting my ability to be a trainer, to train myself. And so I have to think about my future now, because my future lies in what do we do from here. So this is the conundrum I'm in. We have 2 medical experts who are giving 2 completely different diagnoses of the MRI. So now we're going to get a second opinion from another surgeon, but he doesn't want to comment on that previous MRI. So now I have to wait for another MRI so that he can see it with a fresh perspective and a fresh eyes. This is looking like it's all political, but unfortunately we have to fight. We have to keep up the battle. And in the meantime, I'm really just struggling. Last night I slept maybe an hour, and I got a full day ahead of me of work and training and all that. So anyhow, that's where we're at right now. I'm going to wait for another MRI, get another surgeon's opinion, and hopefully we can come to some conclusion. But now I'm looking at possibly having 4 different perspectives, and it's just which one do you take? Which one of these perspectives is going to be the one that's going to save my life? So that's the situation that we're finding ourselves in right now. Anyhow, we just wanted to thank you very, very much for all the support, love, and encouragement. I'm no longer doing the IVIG. It wasn't working, and that was 15 transfusions. So we just want to say thank you very much to everyone who gave blood and who continue to give blood. You guys are awesome. It's so much in need, and I can't thank you enough. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Thank you, all of you, for the support. And until next time, stay strong. Keep up the fight, no matter what it is you're fighting with. You're going to get through it. You just got to hang in there, okay? And stay positive. And we'll talk to you next video. Take care.